Tony Ferguson presents an interesting challenge. He's one of the most creative guys to ever step into the octagon.
If you're in the UFC, your goal's got to be a UFC champion, or you're in the wrong game. I'm in the UFC. That's the legacy I want to leave behind.
So this is the Instagram page of the UFC Paddy the Baddy. He basically in this video explained what happened in his last fight with Jared Gordon, and you can see it here. Basically, in any case, he insists looking beyond what happened in that fight. He said, I don't want to repeat that mistake. I've done a little bit too much in the last 5 years or so. So it happened with Jared. When I got injured last time in the first round with his ankle, it was tough, but I got through it. I learned so many life lessons as well as fighting lessons. I would never look past an opponent ever again. So he's not underestimating his opponent, and he's mentioning that's what happened last time, and he basically allowed himself to get injured in the fight against Jared Gordon when he injured his foot in the very first round. People train harder than they ever done to fight me because they know if they beat me, their career is going to get the next stratosphere. I'm expecting that from Tony Ferguson next week, but I'm going to win. I'm not going to worry about it. So he's a very, very popular character. He has a lot of actually other nice videos here. A lot of them are full of comedy and things like that. Also, his accent is extremely, really nice. The way he likes something. So, yeah. So that's everything about him. But let's look at the statistics. So, if you look at the fight that's going to happen in a few days from now, Tony Ferguson, he used to be winning after winning after winning after winning. So you see here loss after loss after loss after loss, but this is only the recent ones. And here you have win after win after win, although the win against Jared Gordon is pretty much controversial. The main statistics that we're going to look at is basically the speed, and the striking accuracy is pretty much the same, but and the defense from Ferguson is better. So, but something that Tony Ferguson doesn't have is the grappling ability and the takedowns ability, especially when it comes to takedowns. You can expect Paddy to try to submit Ferguson. He's very good with submissions. So, and look at the average. He has done it more often, like even almost triple the amount. So that's probably what he's going to try to do against Tony Ferguson. Is he going to succeed? We're not sure. I mean, it's very difficult to predict. But his average fight time is 7:45. Ferguson is taking it a little bit longer as well. So the predictions are very straightforward here. First, two predictions. The first one is for Paddy to win, and probably the odds are not going to be massive in this one. So if you risk about 100, you get 30, 33, something like that as of now. So but it's still worth it because Paddy is just simply better than Tony, and especially look at he was born in 1984. He's literally almost 40 years old now, so you can't compare it. Those 10 years of huge, massive advantage, which the odds don't reflect. Another riskier bet that you might want to take here is that the fight is not going to the distance. That basically Paddy is going to win either with submission, less likely to be TKO or something like that. It's not appropriate for Tony Ferguson, but very likely with submission like he did so many times before. So, but this is a riskier bet. You can bet on either the fight not go to distance or that Paddy would win by submission. But if you want to keep it safe, then just picking the winner. But this is the way we're probably going to see the fight going on in a few days from now. It would be a huge surprise if Tony managed to win, but Paddy has much more on the line. As he mentioned, he's seeing it as a lose-lose fight because he can either lose in this fight and lose a lot more. Look at this, the activity on his Instagram channel. So losing a fight is definitely gonna decrease his morale and a lot. it's gonna be like a sort of a punishment for him. And also losing the fight for Danny Ferguson, he said, okay, I lost here, lost here, lost here, lost here, lost so many times. And nobody's gonna treat it like, oh, okay, so Paddy won. It's not a big thing. But this is the way it is. I mean, that's what he wanted, and he wouldn't have booked this fight if he wouldn't believe in himself. And just like he said in the beginning of the video, if you're not in the UFC because you want to be the champion, if you will want to be the best, then you're simply in the wrong game. And he's right, and that's gonna be the deal breaker here. So there you have it, all the predictions and everything is pretty much packed into this short video explaining what we expect to see here. As always, thanks for watching. Good luck if you choose to go with this one. See you on the next one. Bye for now.